Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a skincare for beginners video. Now when it comes to skincare, especially in recent times, I think the market has become so saturated that it has become really confusing for so many people, especially for those of you out there that are still very new to skincare. And it's like, what do I use? Do I have to use this? Do I have to use that? Skincare for me is something that I've been using since I was a teenager. When I was a teenager in the 90s, skincare, there was not that much around. Either it was really cheap rubbish stuff that did nothing much for your skin, or really expensive stuff. Nowadays skincare is so affordable. You can get great products for minimal price, and there are so many different types out there as well. And as a result of that, there's all these acids and exfoliators and masks and sleeping masks, and it's just like, oh my god, it's just too much sometimes for people. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you the basic kind of things that you need in order to start off with a basic skincare routine. We're not going to be going with any exfoliators, any acids or masks or anything like that. We're going to be keeping it very clean and simple. And also the products that I'm going to be sharing with you guys are mild products, so they work for sensitive skin types. So whether you've got dry, oily, combination or normal skin, they will all work for you. But bear in mind, obviously it's completely up to you what kind of products that you want to use. I've just picked a couple from my collection that I've been using recently that have worked very well. At the moment I'm using retinol on my skin, which is a first for me, so I've been keeping my skincare quite clean and quite simple. Another thing that I want to mention is quite a few brands tend to do mini sets so that you can try things out before you decide whether you want to invest in the full size version, which is really smart because they're more affordable that way. For example, one of the things I'm going to be sharing with you guys is this one right here by the brand called Pyunkang, and this is a mini set of 3 pieces, and it contains a cleanser, it contains an essence toner and a nutrition cream. Basically you've got everything in mini size so that you can test it out, and these mini products also tend to last quite a long time as well. So it's not something like the little samples that you get that run out quite quickly and you can't really tell whether or not it's going to work well for your skin in order for you to be able to justify buying the full purchase price one. Now the stuff I'm going to be sharing with you guys today is based on a daytime skincare routine and not a nighttime one, because I find nighttime ones are a little bit more complicated, they're a little bit more intense, and you need a little bit more time as well. This beginner's skincare routine is for use in the daytime. It's the basic sort of things that you should use or look to use so that you can have a clean and very quick simple skincare routine. You can use a lot of these products in the evening as well, it's completely up to you, but obviously I would highly recommend not using sunscreen at night. So let's start off with a cleanser first off. Now I'm sure a few of you have heard of double cleansing. Now double cleansing is not necessary in the daytime, it's only really necessary at night, and it's great for people that want to remove their makeup. For example, somebody like me, I double cleanse every single night. I use an oil-based or a balm cleanser, and then I follow it through with a foaming cleanser to make sure that I remove everything off my skin. And when I wake up in the morning, I only use one cleanser, and I use a foaming cleanser. Oil cleansers are there for breaking down things like makeup and sunscreen, but obviously that kind of stuff is not on my face at night. I'm just going to be basically removing everything that I've put on my face at night, and therefore that's the reason why I go in with quite a mild and simple foaming cleanser. Now out of this set that I've got, I'm going to show you 2 of the things in here. So the first one is the Pyunkang low pH pore deep cleansing foam. So the fact that it's low pH is great. Your skin can become acidic throughout the day, so when you use something which has got a low pH level, it tends to balance out your skin and make it nice, soft and settled so that nothing will irritate it. So this one that I'm using today comes in this nice cute little blue tube, and you squeeze it out, and it's not too thick like other foaming cleansers, and then all you really need to do is just mix a little bit of water in and then let it foam up, and then rub it all over your face. Make sure you get everywhere, so all the little cracks on the sides of your nose, around your mouth, and in particular your hairline. Your hairline is an area that a lot of people tend to miss because they're paranoid about getting it in their hair. So don't forget those areas, and especially if you tend to wear things like a hijab, for example, your hairline is an area that will tend to get quite oily and dirt will collect there as well, so make sure you scrub around those areas. Now this kind of foaming foaming cleanser is great because it's very gentle for the skin. And bear with me, I'm just going to be reading some of the ingredients off the back just to give you guys a little bit more information. Like I said, this is a very mild cleanser that's been created to not strip your skin of any kind of oils. It's there to unclog your pores and to remove any kind of dead skin cells that are hanging around, all various different types of impurities. Even if you want to use this as the second step as part of your double cleansing routine, this will work perfectly well. Got pretty much no scent. Oh, I squeezed them out. It's got almost no scent to it at all, so that's great. So there are no irritants in here and that sort of thing. And some of the ingredients in here is water, glycerin, contains sandalwood oil, it contains bitter almond kernel oil, and various other types of amazing ingredients such as witch hazel, sodium hyaluronate, beta-glucan, tea tree leaf extract, various other types of natural ingredients that will help to keep your skin nice and balanced. Another thing that I like about this is because it contains quite a few different types of oils, it doesn't dry out the skin like other cleansers can do. So this is a really nice one for all skin types. Now the next thing you should generally do, now there is this whole school of thought whether this is necessary or is not. I'm on the school of thought where it is because I've always been a big fan of using toners on my skin. And in particular, the one that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today is from the brand called NEOGEN. NEOGEN is an amazing brand I absolutely love. There are different types of exfoliating pads that they have. I'm using one at the moment. It's the wine one. But this one is the Probiotics Relief Toning Pad. Now this one doesn't contain any kind of exfoliators in here. This is not an acidic kind of toner. And the cool thing about this is that when you open it up, on the top you can see that there are a pair of plastic tweezers. This is just so that you can pick up the actual toning pad itself without getting it dirty, without getting any kind of dirt on it from your fingers. And inside the actual bottle itself, you can see that there's quite a bit of toner inside it, which keeps every single pad in here very, very moist. And then you just pick them up and then you can just apply it to your skin, for you're not kind of contaminating the rest of the products in here. Now this toning pad has actually got two sides to it. All of NEOGEN's ones have got two sides to them. The rougher, more kind of slightly exfoliating one, and then the one that isn't. The rougher side, which is the embossed side, is just there to basically sweep over your entire face and then to kind of soothe your dry skin if you've got any dry skin, and to smooth out any kind of uneven texture that may be on your face. Any little bits of dry skin that may be lurking around, this will just kind of rub it off and kind of exfoliate it, but in a very gentle and natural kind of way. This toning pad has been created to moisturize and soothe irritated skin. It contains probiotics in here which will help with the skin's texture, and it's again another kind of product that is there to balance out the pH levels in your skin. And it also contains rice ferment filtrate, which is there to smooth the skin and clear the skin of any kind of impurities. Main ingredients that are in here, which I'm again just going to read for you, is obviously, like I've said, it's rice ferment filtrate. There's 10% in here, which is great. It also contains a glycerin and something called lactobacillus ferment lysate, which is another probiotic, and then at least another 3-4 ingredients. That's literally it. This is a very mild kind of toner, and then any remaining essence you just pat it onto your skin and it really absorbs into the skin quite fast. I was actually genuinely surprised at how quickly this absorbs into the skin, because at the beginning of the day you don't always have time to wait for everything to settle in before you go on to your next step. Because it is a toning pad and it is literally saturated in the essence itself or the toner, it removes any kind of leftover stuff on your face that the cleanser may not have been able to get rid of, and it leaves my skin feeling nice and refreshed. The next step is an essence, and what I've got here is another one from that travel set that I showed you from the brand Pyunkang. It is the Essence Toner. Now it's up to you whether you want to use the toner on its own or both an essence and a toner. I actually use a toner followed by an essence, and I do that every single morning without fail. It rejuvenates my skin, it plumps up my skin, it hydrates my skin even more, because this is more concentrated than using a toner on its own. It comes in a really cute deep blue looking bottle. Obviously this is a teeny tiny one, and then you open it up and then it's got a little hole on the top, and then you kind of tip it out. It doesn't drip out, but it is very, very runny, and then you only need to use leaves a little bit before you rub it into your skin, and again it absorbs within a couple of minutes. It takes a little bit longer than the toner does, but then that's completely fine. It makes my skin feel completely refreshed. This one in particular is a hydrating toner, and that's what I tend to use quite a lot these days because I'm always worried about dry skin, anti-aging. As my skin matures and as I get older, I'm always very wary of retaining moisture and hydration into my skin. The older you get, the more lackluster your skin can get, the more dull it can get, and the more difficult it can be to retain the moisture that you were able to retain when you were a lot younger. So this toner essence in particular, all you need to do is tip it out onto your hands and then nicely pat it all over your skin. I run it all over my eyes. It's completely safe to use around your eye area, and pat it into the rest of my face as well as my neck, and any leftovers I just generally tend to rub it over my hands. The toner itself contains very minimal amount of ingredients. I'm just reading it off the box and it says that it contains, it looks like a Latin word, oh god, Astragalus membranous root extract, and then it contains a couple of other ingredients such as arginine and cellulose to refine your complexion and to hydrate it and plump it up. It's completely fragrance free and it gives zero irritation, so it is great to use if you've got sensitive skin. And the reason why it's got such minimal amount of ingredients is to stop any kind of irritation that may happen from using too many products with too many acids and oils and that sort of thing within it. It's also great for helping with skin elasticity, and I think this is a great little toner essence for those of you out there but that may be interested, especially in having a lot more hydrated skin for the upcoming summer months. Once that has set into your skin, or once it has settled into my skin, I then go in with moisturizer. Now moisturizer, again, is completely up to you which one you choose to go for, but the one that I've been using recently is by the brand called Klairs, which I'm sure quite a lot of you have heard of, and this is their very popular Rich Moist Soothing Cream. It is, as it says on here, a comforting, deep, replenishing moisturizer which contains a rich blend of hydrating ingredients. So again, for those of you out there that have got sensitive skin, that are again new to skincare, that are using acid kind of products, you will definitely love to use something like this. Now this comes in a plastic white container, and then you screw off the lid and then you can see the product coming out from the top. This has got little to no scent to it whatsoever, and even though it is rich looking, it blends into the skin really nicely and it absorbs well. You don't all have that white, you have to keep rubbing in and rubbing in and rubbing in. It blends in beautifully. I generally tend to go in with this fairly heavily, again because I am using retinol. You don't actually have to use as much as I do, but it again sinks into the skin beautifully. It makes my skin feel lush, moisturized, hydrated. It does leave a slight tacky feel behind, but nothing that once I apply my makeup it's completely gone and my face feels lovely and smooth. Now in terms of its ingredients, it says, this is actually the jumbo size one which I've got. It comes in a smaller size. This one is 80 ml, but again if you want to try it out for the first time you can always try out the smaller one. It says this Renew Soothing Cream moisturizes sensitive skin throughout all seasons, optimizes oil-water balance for dry skin with a non-greasy finish. Like I said, because I applied quite a bit, it does have that slight tacky feel, but not greasy. Two very different things. Reduced essential oil features eco-friendly packaging with a screw cap for easier use. Yes, it is. A concentrated formula which provides immediate long-term moisture for a more radiant, hydrated complexion. Basically, when I put this on in the morning, my skin still feels radiant. It still feels moisturized. It still feels hydrated by the time I take it off at the end of the day. It's infused with ceramides and Centella asiatica extract, which is there to help your natural moisture barrier and your skin's defense system. It's also got ingredients in here which helps to repair your skin's barrier and protect it. Now in terms of some of the ingredients in a little bit more detail, I'm just going to read to you because sometimes there's so many on here, and on here I can't remember them all, so forgive me. So again, like I said, it contains ceramide NP, which reinforces the natural water retention barrier in your dry skin. So basically it retains moisture into your skin. So if you've got dry skin, you will definitely love this. If you've got oily skin, you can still use this as well, but maybe just use a tiny bit less. Oily skin still needs a moisturizer. It contains Centella asiatica extract, like I already said, which is there to soothe your skin. And then Portaluca something extract, I can never say it. It's an anti-inflammatory anti-inflammatory ingredient, and it's again there to soothe sensitive and irritated skin. And then aloe leaf extract, which is again to soothe your skin, because obviously it's in the name, is a soothing cream. So for those of you out there that have got very, very irritable skin, you will definitely love this. I've got eczema prone skin, but even if you don't have that kind of skin, this is kind of like that mid-level sort of moisturizer that will cover off all skin types. And then the last piece of skincare, which you should all use, is a sunscreen. So this one here is one that I've actually nearly finished because I use this every single day and have done for quite a while. It's by the brand called COSRX, and it is the Aloe Soothing Sunscreen. This is SPF 50 and PA+++. Now again, it is a soothing cream, so again going hand in hand with all the kind of very mild, simple and easy to use products that I've already shown you guys. You've got minimal amount of acids and those sort of things that can irritate the skin. So this one comes in just a classic white tube, and you pop it open and then out comes the product. It's not too thick and it's not too thin in texture, and you just rub it in. It looks a little bit white for a second, but it blends in nicely and easily, and it leaves behind a nice residue, but it's not sticky or tacky or anything like that. It's exactly what I'm wearing on my face today, as you've seen, and then I put my makeup on top. It's got a slight hint of a scent to it, but it's not anything offensive and it's nothing irritating that I've noticed on my irritable skin. Now I tend to go in quite heavily with my sunscreens. As you will notice in this video, you should go in heavy with your sunscreens, because some people tend to apply it to their face as if they're applying their moisturizer and they scrimp on it and be a bit stingy with it. Don't. You need full protection when it comes to the sun. So apply as much as I have done, if not less, maybe a tiny bit less, and then rub it all into your skin, every single place you can think of, every single place that is exposed. Give it a couple of minutes and it will settle down onto your skin, ready for you to then apply your makeup. Benefits of this kind of sunscreen is that not only does it protect your skin and soothe your skin, it also hydrates your skin. It's definitely one of those refreshing kind of sunscreens that feels nice and cool on your skin, which is great when it comes to the more hotter kind of weather. And then of course it contains aloe vera leaf extract, which is there to soothe your skin. So if you have been out in the sun, you've accidentally got a little bit burned or whatever, or you're wearing acids or you're using retinols, this will keep your skin nice and soothed and help with any kind of redness that you may have on your skin. This is actually one of my favorite sunscreens and one that I'm definitely going to repurchase once I finish it. And obviously as a brown skinned woman, I can attest to the fact that there is no white cast, there is no grey cast, there is no blue cast. It looks lovely on the skin and it sinks in so that you can't even tell that it's there. And then the last thing that I generally tend to use when it comes to my skincare routine in the morning is the use of a lip balm just to moisturize your lips. So the one that I've got is from the brand Rohto Mentholatum. I can never say it. It's Japanese and I'm sure I've massacred it. I'm sorry. This is one of their Melty cream lips. This is in the scent Milk Vanilla. Smells so good. You get a decent amount in here and you just wind it up and then obviously apply it to your lips. It's not one of those really shiny kind of lip balms. It leaves a hint or a little bit of a sheen, but nothing too much that's overly shiny. Apply as much as you want to your lips and then be on your way. Another good thing about this lip balm is that it's actually got SPF 25 in it. So even after applying your sunscreen, obviously you shouldn't apply this to your lips because you'll end up, licking it. This lip balm here contains SPF 25. So you get that nice level of sun protection as well. This contains squalene as well as a variety of ceramides, so it keeps my lips hydrated, it keeps them moist, it keeps them soft, it keeps them supple. It's a great lip balm. So that's it for all of my products that I wanted to share with you guys today in terms of a basic and simple, easy skincare routine for beginners. Hopefully I've covered off all the most important areas that are there in my opinion. I mean, obviously it's important to wash your face. Obviously it's important for moisturizing your face and for using sunscreen. The in-between bits are there for those of you that want to take your skincare a little bit more seriously and want to hydrate your skin, keep it moist, keep all the external aggressors out of your skin that tend to attack your face on a daily basis. They're even inside your house. There's nothing you can do about it. So the best thing to do is to protect your skin as much as possible so that you can make sure that your skin stays youthful looking, supple looking, and fabulous. So that's it for my skincare for beginners video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you've got any comments or questions. Other than that, I hope you guys are wonderful and great, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.